What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the match review, match reaction and match analysis of the game between Manchester City and Brighton, which has finished 3-0 to Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium and has sent Manchester City once more back to the top of the Premier League. But before I crack on with today's video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe. Social media links in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My other links there in the description, including my TikTok, if you want to go and follow me on there, that would be much appreciated. Email in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 100 likes once more is the like goal. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below too, and what you made of this performance by Manchester City. And lastly, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by kitbag.com. This video is brought to you by kitbag.com, who are offering you a Fanatics experience. You can buy all the latest Manchester City shirts, shorts, socks and much more when it comes to City memorabilia. You can buy all the latest kits for this season. You can also find previous season's kits, as well as the new releases of City shirts for next season when they are released. You will get a fantastic deal with lots of affordable prices and discount codes available to ensure you get the best deal. You will also find access to other teams' memorabilia too, including those based in the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Liga 1, other kits from teams around the world, international kits, as well as options for men, women and children. What are you waiting for? All links and details are in the description. And yes, I did get my 1956 Manchester City FA Cup winners retro jersey from here. Thank you very much to Kitbag for sponsoring this video. Their link is in the description. Just go and press that link. That'll take you to the Manchester City page on Kitbag, where you can go and check out all the merchandise and go and buy some stuff on there. Anyone that does do that does help to support the future content created here on my channel, and there's some really good deals on there too, so do go and check them out. So let's crack on then with this match analysis. The very good performance from Manchester City second half. First half, not so much. So let's digest about that first half, because I feel like that's where a lot of the analysis is with regards to this game. Now, Manchester City looked very nervy. Manchester City looked like they lacked a little bit of confidence, almost like that game against Liverpool that we lost well, made Manchester City doubt themselves. And what I was expecting from City is first 10-15 minutes to have a really good go at Brighton, and Manchester City didn't do that. Manchester City seemed more settled to try and work their way into the game, and I've got a feeling as these games and the permutations get bigger and bigger and bigger, and as the games go on and on to the end of the season, if Man City and Liverpool end up getting to a point like we did in the 18-19 season where we're not dropping points, if we get to that stage, then Manchester City needs to be relentless and they needs to be ruthless. And I thought first half Manchester City weren't showing any of that, and actually I can accuse that of going into the second half as well. I felt like Manchester City, the goal came about, well, through luck. You make your own luck, of course, in football. However, it did come about through luck. It wasn't it wasn't worked by Manchester City. And when it comes down to Manchester City and Liverpool, Liverpool look a lot more confident, particularly in front of goal, than what Manchester City do. Now, Liverpool, in my opinion, do have attackers. You know what Liverpool are going to be lining up with. You know what they're going to do. You know that they like to score goals. They've got goal scorers all over the pitch, but particularly that front three that Liverpool have got, they know where the goals are, whereas Manchester City rotate and they rely on the whole team to chip in with goals. And so because of that, Manchester City need to be very careful. We don't have an out-and-out striker who's going to score us goals, so we do need to be patient. So we do need to make sure that when there is opportunities to score, that we do take them. And second half from Manchester City, that was very good. But first half, we had 7 shots with just 1 on target. We wasn't testing the goalkeeper. We were hesitating. We looked nervy. We looked like we weren't involved in the game, and it was very frustrating. And I felt like that was demonstrating across to the fans. The fans seemed pretty anxious when Manchester City were giving the ball away. There was lots of groaning, which is to be expected at this part of the season. And so it's up to the Manchester City players to really, I want them to blank everything out and just focus on scoring goals and winning games like a machine, because we are very good at that. And once City get going, and they get going really well, that's what's going to help us to be able to win our games regardless of who we play and what team we put out. That's the momentum that we need to look for. And what keeps disrupting our momentum is other games, but that is soon coming to an end, and we're at that point now where we can't afford to lose focus. We seem like we weren't as focused as what we could be in that first half. Second half we did sort it out. It took a little bit of luck for Man City to get that first goal. Once we got that first goal, we looked very comfortable, we looked settled, we looked smooth. Kevin De Bruyne was linking up really well and was making our play work, which was good, because I thought in the grand scheme of things, we won the game 3-0, but this was definitely not a 9 or a 10 out of 10 performance from Manchester City, from any of the players either. By any stretch of the imagination, Manchester City can improve. Slicker passing, quicker movement of the ball, and being more decisive. Do I need to move the ball? Do I need to move? Do I need to have a shot here? Do I need to work the ball and need to be more decisive as we go up against teams? I fear that at some point that could cost Manchester City. I hope I'm wrong, but I just feel like just hesitating ever so slightly, that one game, you know it's going to come, that frustrating one game where you need to make the moment count when it comes, because that's what I think this Premier League title is going to come down to. I think it's going to come down to one moment. Either Manchester City or Liverpool will have that one moment. I'm not sure. It could be like the 18-19 season where there's no points dropped. I reckon there will be points dropped. I think the Champions League's got a big say on what happens between now and the end of the season. Potentially the FA Cup final could have a big say as well with what happens. But this win, it's massive. It's a difficult team with Brighton, a difficult team to break down. We've got the win. We've got the 3 points. We're back on top of the Premier League table. It's still in our hands. And what it means now, we're going to the weekend. We play Watford and we play first. So that means if Manchester City can dig deep and win that game, and I think that Watford game, Brighton play a lot different to Watford. Brighton are much more stubborn, much tighter with the space. They press more, they can hurt you, and they frustrate you. Whereas Watford tend to be a little bit more expansive, shall we say. Currently sitting 7 points behind Everton in the relegation zone, currently sitting in 19th at this moment in time. Watford, they're a little bit more open than what Brighton are, which I think will suit Manchester City. So it's all about what rotation Manchester City will put in place for that game, and will that disrupt the momentum of the team. We've got a big game coming up against Real Madrid. Let's not hide behind the fact that that is going to happen, but Man City simply cannot afford to focus on that game. And if needs be, and we have to go with a strong team against Watford, go with a strong team against Watford, because we know if we win that game, we're 4 points ahead of Liverpool. They've got a Merseyside derby. Anything can happen. Pressure on them as well, because that then becomes a must-win game. So that's what we've set up. Job is done by Manchester City. It's an important and it's a good 3 points. Clean sheet as well. I'm not complaining. All in all, pretty good performance from Manchester City. The goals themselves that came about, like I said, it was scrappy on the counter-attack. It came out to Mahrez, chipped it over the keeper via a deflection into the back of the net. Foden with the second goal for Manchester City, again via a deflection, goes into the back of the net. You make your own luck, but yeah, that is what happens. And then Manchester City finding the third goal coming about from Bernardo Silva, with the assist for Kevin De Bruyne, sees Manchester City take +3 onto the goal difference and sends Manchester City top once more. So what it means then for the Premier League table, it means Manchester City currently trailing by 6 goal difference on Liverpool. And what I'm looking for at the weekend, I not only want 3 points against Watford, I want a good, positive result, another clean sheet, great preparation for Madrid. I want to batter them. I want a 4, a 5, or a 6. Close that goal difference down. Nothing would please me more than a 5 or 6 goal win for Manchester City at the weekend. That goal difference completely cut off. We're 4 points ahead of Liverpool, and they've got a Merseyside derby against Everton at Anfield, where Everton, they're needing points because they are in trouble towards the bottom of the Premier League, just sitting outside of the relegation zone. They don't want to get relegated. They've got a difficult run of fixtures. They need points, so they're going to take anything that they can get. We're at that really interesting point of the season now where near enough every single game, it's not just a 3-pointer, it's a 6-pointer, depending on who you're playing and what is on the line. At the moment, for Manchester City and for Liverpool, the Premier League title, every single game is on the line. No let up. You cannot afford to drop points. And at the moment, we're past today's test against Brighton. 3 points, job done. I'll take that onto the weekend. Bring on Watford. 1 game at a time. So there we go. That's been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. 100 likes is the aim, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, leave your thoughts in the comments below what you made of this performance from Manchester City. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Now less than 50 subscribers away from 23,000 subscribers. The aim is 25,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Go and check out today's video sponsor, kitbag.com. Go and check them out. Details and links, they're in the description. Go and check out all the latest Manchester City merchandise and other football clubs merchandise as well. Use my link to head over to the Kitbag store and go and purchase anything over there if you so wish. That would be much appreciated. And like I said, anyone that does do that does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Go and check out my partner channel links. They're in the description too if you want to go and subscribe over there. That would be much appreciated. And also go and check out all my other links too there in the description, including my TikTok. Go and follow me on there. That would be much appreciated. And I'll see you all again real soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.